We'll get lasers from Orion eventually, yeah. Yeah, we should at least get... There are particle beams. If we get particle beams, those are fantastic on fighters. And also, humans have phasers. I don't know... Or not phasers, but fusion beams. I don't know why they're not trading with us. Yeah, fusion drive, but not fusion beam. I might give the Buildup 3 more turns, have them cool down, and then demand fusion beam from them before they completely get wiped out. And a sleigh, 2 more settlers, so we'll move them out. And... Okay. Santa sleighs have missiles, those are all fine. Okay, is this the one I wanted to put an Astra University on? Eventually, yeah, eventually, because this one's got high population potential. Alright. I probably want to move some Clacons here for the extra production. Yeah, so Clacons 2, Matar 2. Sure enough. Here we go. And let's see, the other one is, yeah, that'll work. Perfect. Okay, this should be done researching in a turn or two. We still have lots of money. Also, how are we on Hold down 34th Street? Yeah, I'm gonna save my money so I can finish rush building the Die Hard is what we really want to do. So, how are we looking? Trilarians are getting ready to finish off the Buildup, it looks like. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one battleship as long as Ursa still has defenses, and it does. So, Sproul was asking, since I know so much about this game, and appreciate that, why is it the AI gets the dimension portal super early? Yeah, the AI the game just arbitrarily gives them a dimensional portal, so you will have a means of stealing it from somebody in case you're uncreative and don't get it in your research tree. How the Alkari... Oh, whoa, look at that. I was wondering, how did the Alkari get there? And they are winning a war with the Sakra, it looks like. So we got battleships. Yeah, let's take a quick check here, quick survey. Okay, we are still in second place. Alkari are not actually that strong, so they must be throwing everything they've got at the Sakra. Yeah, that's what's going on here. It looks like. All right, so one turn left, and then I can. I didn't actually pass the turn there. Whoa! I was not expecting the Sakra to have antimatter bombs. Now, if we get the bomber tech, that'll be a great thing to toss in. Okay, 3 settlers arrived. Yeah, Sakra feudal, they might just have garbage ships. That's true. Yeah, feudal means they have lots of ships, but they buy them more cheaply, but they may not actually be very good. Okay. Let's get some food. Also get our freighters assigned. Let's see. Where's that? 12. Yeah, there we go. That's good. All right, we have... Let's see. Can we buy that colony base? Almost. And... Yeah, so housing. We'll hold off on that. Okay. Almost. We have one more turn. I was right. One more turn on the Die Hard. That'll look good. And Toyland should be pretty strong. That does not have the battle scanner yet. Okay, right. All right, we've replaced the Toyland with 34th Street, so that's quite a bit more expensive. Wait a minute, why is that so expensive? Because, well, I have half my people on. That is still not much. Yeah, I'm used to having more production on a unification race, but you know. That is the way it goes sometimes. Oh, we need more people on Laie, is what we need. I think, yeah, some of these are filling up. We do have a fair few colonies, but they don't have a whole lot, most of them don't have a whole lot defending them. Okay. Rimcon, hey, back at Santa's Workshop, are we spreading our uncreative cheer? Yeah, Sprawl wanted us to deliver some presents, you know, namely biological weapons, to the bad little lizard boys and girls, but yeah, the Sakra are actually, looks like they're losing some territory to the Alkari, which I did not expect, but the Alkari have gotten a lot of battleships going. Oh, you know, I should probably size them up and see what they've got military tech-wise. No armor. Nobody has armor in this game. They have better battle computers than we do, and they have about the same weapons we do. Some of them have jumped ahead of us on terraforming, which would be a good get if we could get it. And that would be good too, so we could be better at spying. Okay. Put a spy there. We'll replace that spy in fairly short order. Oh, also, yeah, I forgot to go back and... Okay, so here's my thought. Oh, we do actually have a diplomat. Okay, so I don't know why we're getting such a bad deal on that stuff. Anyway, my thought is we don't need the mega wealth. I still want the famous, though. Probably do want that. We have survival pods, so as soon as we're getting ready... actually, I'll probably go and assign those now. But anyway, the thing is that we have our planets are producing so much pollution because we have no pollution control techs that I'm thinking I might go ahead and grab him, and I don't want to fire her, and I need to make room so Famous comes through. And I don't want to fire Drax either. So I'm thinking I may just go ahead and fire Huri and send Alos to Koldan, because I don't think she's going to do a whole lot of good at Matar. But what's going on in Matar anyway? Yeah, I have some rich planets there, but their population is lower, so pollution is as much of a problem. So yeah, let's fire her. Frankly, it's a testament to how few officers there are running around that I've had Magistrate Huri in the game for so long. And we'll send him to Koldan. Yeah, unfortunately morale won't help, but more population will be good too. Fill up some pretty big planets. So I would fire Drax over Huri, and I will once I have better spy stuff. Right now I kind of need him, because he's providing half of our spy benefit, single-handedly. When Sprawl made an OP unification race, gave them +1 production, did we do the same? So our production seems lower. Last time I played unification, it probably was with the Clacons. That's probably what it is. Yeah, Clacons are really good. Okay. So this one's on the 34th Street. Let's go ahead and do Santa's Sleigh. I'm trying to think if it's worth it to get a beam destroyer, and I'm thinking probably not. Not until I can get better defense tech, like the inertial stabilizers, to really make it worthwhile. So yeah, the older ones have no shields at all and have less room. So let's go ahead and if we refit them with battle pods, build time 5. Okay, so that's better. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and knock both of those out. And rush by this one so the free tech carries over, so the free production carries over. Alright. Yeah, these moments where you're kind of treading water is always feels like I'm really passing up on stuff. Darloks, meanwhile, are having a... The Darloks never seem to amount to much militarily, unless they're near the end of the game and they just roll you with the techs they've stolen from everybody else. But we're still in the mid-game. So, okay. I might try demanding fusion beams from the Bulwrathi and get some carriers going. Yeah, I'm thinking one more turn, that should be enough to build the... to put the Diehard on Rush by, yeah. And then we'll demand a fusion beam. I'll probably try trading again with the Alkari. But everybody else is repulsive, not us. Okay. Well, the playtime is over. We have to get more defensive spies now, preferably around 10 or so. So let's start on one right there immediately. Okay. Also, were they repulsive? Let's see. Statistics, Darloks. They are not. They're also uncreative. Intolerant. That's going around. I see. Their ship defense is also high, so we'll have to be very careful if we go to war with them. Let's see what we can trade. Mighty Emperor Claws. Okay, scanners could be alright. I like ECM jammers because they're the only really useful defense against torpedoes. So if an AI if an AI goes all in on torpedoes, we're going to want those. I don't think anything else really jumps out, so... Antimatter bomb? I think probably not. That being said... Oh, they have a lot of tech. The Darloks usually do. Let's see... Everybody else has soil enrichment, so I don't think it's going to hurt anything to give that to them. Especially since they're tolerant. And oh, here we go. Okay. We want Fusion Beam. We could probably make a better deal for that one. We have to get pollution under control. So, yeah. If they're actually in position to use those bombs on us, we have screwed up badly. So, okay. I'm guessing they're probably xenophobic. Yeah, xenophobic. So it's going to be tough to make progress. Oh, the Darlock's got stealth suits. Good golly, let's count that up. That's 25. That's plus 45 they're rolling on spy rolls against our 25. That's with an extra 15 from extra 5 from unification. Jeez. Okay. Terraforming. Good. Telepathic training, we can also snag that. And that will free us up to grab microbiotics at our next tier in biology, which is more population. I think that may be our right play. Of course, terraforming would save us the most points in absolute terms. But we're trying to spy for enemies before they go out of business, so we want to do that. Okay. And non-aggression pact. Excellent. Okay. Let's check in with our friends. Oh, not for gift. Okay, now they're willing to share a little bit more. They also have terraforming. Oh, they're probably going to want antimatter bombs as well, so you might just be able to make the rounds and see what we can really grab from them. I'll hold off on demanding Fusion Beam until we're ready to move in. But then, last but not least, yeah, I think it's probably saying it's odd it's letting us ask for Hollow Simulator. I think it will let us like get they won't appear on our research tree, but they're probably still in the game for us to try to get. Ooh. Okay, see, they're like the only person with mass drivers, and we know that nobody in the game has heavy armor, which means since we're past that tier, nobody can get it. Unless I need to double check on that one, but I think that means this is going to be our beam tech to go. Excellent. And fusion beams as well for enveloping. Sure. All right. That worked out great for us. So back to the refitting. Now that we have smaller beams, I can... Well, now that we have mass drivers, we're going to switch to force fields, and get advanced those, miniaturize them some. Auto-fire mass drivers are serious business. Anti-heart is ready to be built. All right, cool. Let's make one last check through here. Sorry about this turn dragging a bit. I was going to verify nobody has heavy armor. Reinforced hull. Nope. And reinforced hull. Okay, yeah, we will pretty much have control for the foreseeable future with heavy mass drivers. Yeah, nobody has heavy armor. That means they cannot protect against it. Now, with everybody having class 3 shields, means we're going to get knocked down from 9 to 6 damage, but that's still really good. But since we're bypassing half their ship HP. Now, most of them have reinforced hull, which means they have more HP to deal with, but... Interesting choice. Okay. This is kind of bad in that we can't get planetary radiation shield. But warp dissipators are still good because when you're basically doing hit and runs on enemies, or they're doing hit and runs against you, they can't retreat. Basically, they can hit, but they can't run. So, and this automatically gets put on your star bases. So I think this is going to be a pretty good tech. Like I said, it will also help miniaturize our mass drivers. Matter of fact, it goes 250, 650. Yeah, we need this one to get to auto fire in the first place. So we're going to grab this tech. So I think I'm going to finish the ships with the ion cannons that I'm working on, and then get some cruisers with the auto fire armor piercing mass drivers. I think is going to be my game plan. Automated biospheres research lab. Oh, and also put pollution processors everywhere. Because they're not great, but they are all we have right now. Oh, we've got terraforming and all that nonsense too. So, yeah, always end the chain with terraforming. Yeah, and this is terraforming in the 4th or 5th rings. This will become tundra, which is going to be great for us. Yeah, Sprawl saying there's another shield we can get. There are 3 planetary shields, actually. There's a Flux and Barrier, and they all negate radiation to turn a radiated planet barren. Okay, let's do... Not send 3, to send 2 for now. Okay. And that's the one that built that, so we're going to do... Let's see, this one's already Tundra, right? That's already Tundra, so we're happy with that. Solution processor... Let's see... Yeah, we'll start getting soil enrichment, too, to help make our food problems even less of a problem. Yeah, exactly. Shame we can never do anything with toxic. Yeah, you can eventually... You make planets from chunks of rock floating in space. You can never do anything with your Venusian atmospheres. That's true. Yeah, Sprawl points out, it's not you can't do anything with them. You can blow them up and start over. Okay. Absolutely getting pollution processors. And the Tundra ones do not need adjusted. Now, a Tundra will go to Swamp, which then goes to Terran. So it might be worth it later to turn them into Terran and thus Gaia, for more population, more food. But for now, it is an unnecessary expense. So we're going to do soil enrichment. Okay. Coldan's going to do pollution processor. And we're going to want to refit our old one. We still have no better armor, which is really awkward, but... Alright. Jingle All the Ways have all this stuff, all that stuff. That's still good. Yeah. So refit to that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, right, yeah, sorry. I rush built to Die Hard. It's like, wait a minute. Do I still have those? I do. So I'll understand pollution processor first. Whoops. And then we will... Yeah, let's get a new cruiser. Yeah, I don't think we're going to need the Miracles on 34th Street when we have Jingle All the Ways with ion cannons. So let's make them our mass driver ships. But right, because I don't actually have their research yet. Yeah. So we'll just cancel out of that, and we'll have anything that would be good on cruisers on battleships they won't build in time, so then I can swap them over. Let's also get a bunch of people over on research. Because I want to get that to 250, 300 or so. Alright. Let's see, we do research. Oh, right, we're also going to want everything with... pretty much all of our planets are going to need pollution processors because we produce so much, production. We produce so much production. I'll stick with that. We make so much production being a unification race. Oh, also, yeah, any of our outer ring barren planets need to be on. And I can tell from the number too that Matar 5. Yes, I can verify that is a 4th or 5th planet, as indicated in the name. But yeah, you notice how we were about halfway up or a quarter of the way up on a battleship? That meant we had, what was it, probably about 400 production into it. These are going to be built pretty much immediately, which is, a very good place to be. There's a processor. Alright. Yeah, soil enrichment. Okay. Matar 4, right. We know this one is another one that needs... Oh, is it's done with terraforming, it should have enough, it should raise the population cap enough to put an Astro University there. Let's go ahead and add that to the queue. Oh, we're at it. Alright, Starbase. This one probably doesn't need it yet, but it will. So we'll do that. Spies, yeah, that's good, that's good. Rush build that. Oh, wait a turn, then rush build that. Okay. Oh, what's right, we need more... I need more research. That's what I need. Okay. Yeah, ideally, you probably want a couple people from every system, but that is like you notice, it went from, I lost 9 pollution, but not lost much production on that one. That's a lot of micro. Actually, business plaque on some better workers. We'll just do it that way. All right. That'll do for now. 250 is still pretty good. Interesting, another environmentalist. But we just got pollution processor, so I think it's safe to... And we don't need the farming leader, so I think it's safe to reject her and... let's see, leaders... And don't let the door hit you on the backside. Okay. Also, yeah, let's go ahead and... say diehards are missile boats. We want ordnance on those. We're going to want speed on our flagships. So that's going to be... Actually, we want accuracy. We want weaponry on beam ships. So we want that. And... we'll probably have another battleship around here somewhere, right? It's being refitted, I think. Yeah, it's being refitted at Coldan. Okay. Bison against Trilarians was lost. That's the way it goes sometimes. Okay. Yeah, see, we got a lot more people from that one because since we're aquatic, you know, Baron that goes to Tundra gets kind of just Terran for us. So I think we can basically stop there. We'll start moving some people there. Start moving some Clacons there, probably. We already have some good elves. We're starting to fill in our command point limit, which is good too. All right. Let's see. Where are... What planet was it? That was Matar 5, right? Yeah. I think we're going to need another housing pod, actually. Let's see. That's Baron medium and 3, so it could go either way. Let's see. What's the... what can we switch to? 4? Yeah, there we go. It's North Pole 1. That will do. It's barren and probably will not become Tundra. So yeah, we'll start moving people out from there. Yeah, it could do something with it, but you know, no real reason to. Okay. Yeah, as long as we're expanding, you want lots of housing. These housing pod colonies. Okay. So we have basically room to send 3 people out. We'll do. Dude, where's our colony base being built? Yeah, there's one. Put them there. Colony rush. And send one of them to... Is that Matar, right? Yeah. Send her there. Okay. Orb Dissipator will be a good thing to add, too, to our flagship type things. Yeah, I might go ahead and get and start building at least 1 or 2 carrier type things with, you know, the, with fighter bays and Orb Dissipator. I'm going to start on that. So let's do factory, biospheres, research. Oh, not misclick. Research lab. Let's see. This one is desert. It will go to arid eventually, but we're gonna want to wait on that. We're looking for people. Yeah, there we go. All right. We haven't gotten a steel in a little while. Considering we just got a spy tech, kind of frustrating. But what you're going to do? Person there. All right, and we have people moving in, so we'll go ahead and send them over as soon as they do. And I guess you might as well get them started on this stuff. Soil enrichment first. Soil enrichment is just would be nice, but it helps minimize the micro by having your farmers be more productive. It looks like the Alkari didn't hold on to that system very long, did they? I wonder how much damage they did to each other's fleets on that one. Okay, yeah, the Borathi are down to this one little... Or down to their home world, basically. So I think the time is starting to come for us to make our move on the Trilarians. Okay. We're refitting that one. That's good. Yeah, like I said, we'll be... As soon as we get our Warp Dissipator researched, we're going to get some mass driver boats with the optronic computers and battle scanners and send them over. I'm also thinking one more turn, and then we'll make the rounds again to see if the AI wants to trade and make deals they didn't last time. Yeah, I think that all looks good. The freighter's still in use. There we go. Settler arrived. Darlocks and Trilarians are now at war. Interesting. The Trilarian? Oh, the Trilarians are going after them. I love being omniscient, just being able to look around and, whoa, okay. Trilarians are not playing. This does mean that if we're going to go after them, the time to do so is soon. So while they're distracted, their fleet's over there. So that's coming along well. They're moving some People back. Okay. And so you gotta get some housing to send around. Oh, that's a small one. We're gonna need some biospheres there. Whoops. Actually, I knew exactly where he went. It was the one with no person after I picked him up. And she'll go 13. Yeah, that's a good place to send somebody. Oh, did not mean to do that with we lost the freighter there. Let's just you'll do. Get a freighter fleet to minimize the starvation. Okay, that is nice. That means I no longer need to worry about the ion drive. Of course, since ion drive since we're Uncreative, that's the next choice anyway. But that is a major boost. That'll help our ships move around more quickly. If we do with antimatter drives plus inertial stabilizers, we can do a fun trick I found out while playing the Trilarians. So it's transdimensional, makes their ships faster. That's basically retreat from enemies with 360 or rear firing weapons and just blast away at them as they try to chase you. They'll pretty much always have the advantage on them. So I think that may be a good thing to do. Let's see. No need to terraform there. Yeah, we'll have this one start turning out spies. Alright, Orb Dissipator coming along nicely. So yeah, as soon as that's researched, we'll swap our production over to mass driver cruisers, and they can help take down the shields for ion cannon destroyers to do the dirty work. So got that refitting. Yeah, 3 turns would be great for that. Yeah, I think this is actually about to come together beautifully. We've got 5 planets on shipbuilding. Let's make sure they all have space academies. Let's see if they do. They do. I'm building a ship at a place that doesn't have a. Oh, right, because it's ultra rich, but doesn't actually have much population. Okay. You know, this one. Let's see. It's one. It'll go to desert and then to arid. I think that's still. It's an ultra rich planet. We're going to need people there, so I think it is going to be worth it to, sacrifice a little bit of shipbuilding just to make that more productive in the long run. Because if the time comes where the Sakura declare war on us, we don't have the long run to work with anymore. We need to do that now. Also, let's knock terraforming out here first. We don't need the command points immediately. And well, actually, we kind of do. What's the one on the starbase? Yeah. Because my thought was to find out what planet it's going to be when it's done, but it's also poor. But I'm not too worried. I'm not as worried about it. Okay. So we're done with the freighters anyway. All right. There's our breakthrough. All right. Stealth field. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Stealth fields don't work against the AI. Yeah, the problem is that to handle coding, the AI in Master of Orion 2 has Omniscient switched on. That's how they always know which planets have space monsters and don't go after them until they're ready, etc., etc. So yeah, that's horrible for us. But it's Uncreative. We get some bad rolls, we get some good rolls. So I'm thinking, yeah, I will now make my choice. I have engines, I don't need this. This can go on the back burner. So we're going to grab this and see what we get for the next tier afterward. Okay. On the one hand, this is amazing that we finally have armor. On the other hand, it's bad because that means the Sakura have armor. And because the Sakura are bad at espionage, that means everybody else will soon have armor too. So this changes my game plan a bit. This means that we need mass drivers more than ever. We have more HP to chew through. This also means the ion cannons are more important than ever, because this means if we disable their systems, which will take longer, and systems get more HP with the rest of the structure, but that's less damage we have to do to them before we can board them and take them over. And since we have a ground combat tech only the Sakura currently have, this will be good against the Trilarians. All right, so that means I need to refit everything, but that's okay. Man, on the one hand, I was kind of thinking if we dealt with the Sakura sooner, that may not have been a problem. On the other hand, what that probably would have meant was we'd be halfway through a war, trying to chew our way through their, subterranean, tolerant, super colonies, and they pop up with that. Well, we're not in a position to refit. So actually getting this on the cusp of an attack instead of during it is actually very important to us. That also means our exposed colonies are going to start needing defenses. Let's do missile bases. Okay. All right, so we have our mass drivers, we have our armor. We need that was a very productive turn for us, but we have to make this count. Let's see if anybody else has this yet. Not the Alkari. Well, we must well check. Okay, they don't. Trilarians are the important one. They do. Okay. Well, we can trade to the Bulwrathi because they're not in any position to do anything bad with it. The Darlocks probably have it by now. They don't have it. They're about to. Humans don't have it. I think I might just go ahead and make a calculated risk here and just spread this around. Just because all the AI always wants armor tech. A lot of them are uncreative and won't otherwise be able to get it. We know the Darlocks are going to steal it. Yeah, I think that's really the only way to play it because our enemies already have it. And, so they're going to steal it from them or trade it to get something else they want. So. Alright. Spirit of Friendship. Let's do... Ion Drive will let us reroll that tier. So let's do that. ECM Jammer. Sure. Okay. Can't trade with them. They're repulsive. Oh, you are my new favorite aliens. Okay. That would also be doing an amazing amount of good on our planets. I had a feeling you'd be good game with that. Okay. Let's keep those in. Yeah. Not really worth it. Okay. And Darlocks. Okay. The thing is, I don't want to give the Darlocks this because they're going to be trouble, but they're going to get it anyway. There's no getting around it. We know it. Neutron scanners is in our tech tree, so I think we're just going to grab this one. Interesting, they didn't actually want Zortrium armor for it. Must decline. Okay. Yeah, Darlocks being xenophobic are going to be a problem. There's just no getting around it. Okay. Let's also get more... Yeah, okay, so here's my thought. We're basically going to need to get through all of our colonies again, unfortunately. Renewer. Okay, also, let's knock out a... Alright, what's a good Christmas movie? So we have our... We had a Miracle on 34th Street. We have... Oh, of course, we have... a... Carol. We have a Christmas Carol. Alright. So we're going to need... Oh, Battle Scanner is good too. Battle Pods. Reinforced Hull. Reinforced Hull maybe not as essential on this one. These cruisers are fairly durable, and we'll be keeping them at range with the heavy mass drivers. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to be okay with them not having it. Alright. Mass drivers. There we go. Heavy mount, armor piercing, auto fire. Bulky, but absolutely worth it. That'll do 6 points of damage even through a class 3 shield. And to do 18 total. Should just pretty much tear through stuff. Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. And Positronics and Battle Scanner they're very likely to hit too. Well, slow word. Yeah, been pointed at the speed thing. Like yeah, the combat speed is if you use up your last point of combat speed, it costs you some. These things are going to be staying at long range bombarding. It's not as important for them. Okay. Christmas Carol. Atmospheric Renewer first, of course. Well, does Coldan 2 need a... Yeah, an Atmospheric Renewer wouldn't hurt. Okay. Spies there. Good. Also, since I have some freighters, let's make sure the ones on housing can send some people out. Let's send someone there and brush those biospheres. And so, yeah, we'll send one there too. Well, actually, no, that one's fine for now. So, we have one of them, and I think just got some more room. Yeah, there we go. Send someone there. All right. We have 8 out of 18. So yeah, let's send somebody there. All right. Okay, so industry. Make sure that they're anywhere that can get an atmosphere renewer's got one. So that's still on optronic computer. So yeah, armor automatically upgrades because it's free, but weapons don't. Also, I think I'm probably just going to switch the 34 streets to Christmas carols and have our battleships on ion cannon duty, because we really need the space to do more with them. So Christmas carol, all right. And let's see, their production isn't as high. Well, that's our home world. So yeah, we'll do the same thing. A renewer. Yeah, until we get robo-miners, then I'm probably going to... once we get them on my high production places, high population places, I'll go ahead and start getting our battle pods, battleships. But for now, I think we'll be doing good with cruisers. Now, we can't go too overboard on... Actually, you know what? This actually... this one we think of. We're gonna need a couple escort cruisers. Escort destroyers work well, too. We'll do that one. So what's a good name for, is like a support type movie? Oh. Well, is It's a Wonderful Life a Christmas movie? I think. What does it count? Die Hard would be a great one. Let's see. Let me think here. Christmas movies. Let's see, we already had... Frozen's not really a Christmas movie. Oh, after making all the jokes in Bloodborne of the bad Santa. And yeah, well, the idea with the escort ship is we're going to give a little more space, just auto fire, and we're going to want battle scanner to make sure they hit, and inertial stabilizer to help them move around. That may be a little bit... Yeah, I guess we'll do battle pods too. Basically, the idea with these is actually with inertial stabilizer, we don't need the full... Well, it would still help though. Is that these are for shooting down fighters and missiles, and that's why we want to get them auto fire and not heavy, because heavy can't actually do anything about those. And we'll also give them enveloping fusion beams are better, but we don't have that tech yet. Or could give them an antimatter bomb to make the AI prioritize them. Yeah, let's do that. To round out the space a little bit. This will make them the primary target, but they're defensive with inertial stabilizers, and they still have the shields and everything. And we want the enemy shooting at the escorts and not our more effective ships. So we'll do that. Renewer and Bad Santa. Okay. So I think we're good on atmosphere renewers. Besides that, all right, their housing is still good. All right. This is all going to come together very soon, and then we'll get some this refit stuff too. Alright. Let's see. Refit the Die Hard first. And screen. Yeah, we didn't get the entire tier on Zortrium, so we haven't actually gotten any more miniaturization yet. Let's go ahead and let that go as is. Oh, no. Alright. Yeah, since we already have the battle pods, the major expenditure is gone. And let's see, Destroyer, Santa Sleigh. Go ahead and update all of them as well. Okay. Let's do design. Sleigh, no computer. Alright, battle pods. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and leave them alone. So we're just going to upgrade them for the armor. 17. Okay, so all of our colonies can chip in on those, except you. That has no body. it just got established, so. Oh, wait a minute. I think that's the one we have. Yeah, we have this one on production duty. Okay, or on population duty. Maybe it's just Brimcon, but having inertial stabilizers being a research outfit was always strange. I mean, this is space. Did everyone forget space has no friction? I think the idea is it like magically shunts mass to like elsewhere, so that let's go knock those out. So that you're not actually, so the pilots aren't affected by gravity, like G-forces and everything. I think is how that works. Matter of fact, we can actually check our tech summary. And it'll be under equipment. Where's the inertial stabilizer? Creates a partial warp field that can operate in normal space. It vastly improves the ship's mobility and makes it considerably harder to target. So yeah, a partial warp field. That's our technobabble. That sounds like something Geordi would just announce as a way of evading some barrage of torpedoes. Also, the Darloks picking a fight with the Sakra is something I did not see coming. It seems like everybody has no respect for the Sakra being the big bully in the galaxy, which is cool. I mean, I'm glad people are standing up to them. But anyway, let's we're already refitting that one. What else do we have in orbit around Koldan? Okay, we're gonna want to upgrade that with the armor. And upgrade that for the armor. And Koldan's as good a place as any to do so. Yeah, as a matter of fact, this will be perfect. Okay, so we do 34th Street, and let's see, do we want to do... I think we need more Christmas carols, more so than we need Bad Santas. Actually, we could just do one of each, couldn't we? Let's refit that one first, and then go from there. Jodan, hey, welcome back. We're doing spies there. Cruisers don't take long to refit, battleships do. So yeah, we will hold off on that. Okay. And looks good. Oh, let's go and get my research up to 200. Yeah, so I can get that done in nice even 3 turns typically. Okay. If I can repeat the trick and get the Sakra off our backs a little bit, they have their plate full with war. Yeah, somebody ordered a full course of dino eggs, on the house, and they're delivering. Trilarians have a lot of people. Oh, thank you. I don't remember your name, but I'm going to be guilt-tripped all the way to the end of the game for demanding text from the Bulwrathi when they've been... I think every vote they could cast, they voted for me. Alright, so that's 1/3 of the votes right there. I have 1/4 of the votes. That would take them to 33, which would be 52%. That is not going to win the game, so... Yay! Oh, we finally have holo simulators. Full plate of war, and they're going back for seconds. I like that. Matar has their missile base. Okay. Sorry, this one's going to need terraforming as well. Do they want? Yeah, let's get our atmosphere renewer first. Oops. Not Astro. Atmosphere. Jodan was wrong about the tax last time. It does use post-pollution numbers, but still better, because it converts production at 1-to-1 instead of trades 2-to-1. Good point. Jodan lol said to me not voting for myself. Yeah, they're not going to win anyway. Yeah, the AI loves it, even though it is a transparent political ploy. Yeah, in the middle of the galactic core is an absolute mess, and I'm glad we don't have to worry about that. Also, the Trilarians are starting to ascend, so yeah, we're going to start putting our fleet together to go deal with them. Okay, get our transports there. I think we're going to start at Zeoth and just roll west. Yeah, because this has... I think this is even a Bulwrathi colony. Heavy G is perfect. We can start breeding more bears and send them to our high G planets, and then we don't have to worry about not having gravity generator. Yeah, you'd think voting for your opponent would be a diplomatic loss. Right. Yeah, but as it is, every time we do that, the soccer are like, oh, okay, well, they're not so bad. Then they forget about the time we've stolen like half of our tech tree from them. Speaking of tech, let's go ahead and have our smaller colonies get Aspire 2 out. Because we really want to get up to about 10 spies. Yeah, there's another one. That can wait, that's developing still. Yeah, you can do it. Okay. So yeah, that'll work. And then we'll get a bunch of refits in, and then we'll start doing that. I think we'll save our pennies for that one. Actually, if we can rush build... Nah, it's too expensive. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Alright. Nice. Okay, perfect. That's battle stations. That means the moment we've been waiting for, and I have been asking for... I've been asking, I've been praying to RNGesus, as the saying goes, for us to finally come through on battle station. And we have it. So that means we've got powered armor, we have battle stations. That game will have to give us robo-miners, which is a tremendous tech advantage. So robo-miner plus atmospheric renewers is such a huge spike in productive capacity. We'll be bidding like double or triple what we had been stuck with. So let's go ahead and do that, do that post-haste, and not even thinking twice about it. The Bolwrathi are about to go bye-bye if they don't win this one. The Trilarians have... Oh, they have 4 battleships there, so yeah, Bolwrathi are toast. Butter them, don't forget the jelly. They are, yeah. I don't think there's not really anything left to get from them either. So, okay, let's think. Bolwrathi are our friends. Let's see if we can save them. So let's get every ship we've constructed in time. See, I think this is good. Yeah, this one's new. This one needs to be refit. Okay. That will depend on how long they can hold out. All right. They need to refit that Jingle All the Way. Oh, we're already refitting one. Okay. $200 for an extra 100 production. We're already producing 153. Right. I forgot he's there too to give them even more, even more not pollution, even more Captain Planet. I don't know what the term would be in that context. So let's do our housing again. Oh, still good? Okay. All right. Yeah, and we were doing good there. Okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and queue up the next ship while the production spill over. Excuse me. Hold in. And we'll refit this one with... How are we looking at the Jingle All the Ways? Base 5, Positronic. Okay, that's pretty much what we want. Okay. Matter of fact, that'll get done in 1 turn. So in 2 turns, both of our ships will be done. Okay. That's true, got to save them for ourselves, and have someone we can force to live on the high G planets. Exactly. Okay, Santa's sleigh. Oh, that needs updated too. What was I even doing here? Okay, refit. Yep. Yeah, I don't even know what I was thinking on letting that one go. Okay. Let's see, one more turn, fingers crossed for our Bolwrathi friends. Okay, here's an interesting one. You notice how we got antimatter bombs? What we can do with transporters is get to about halfway across the battle map instead of all the way next to the planet and bomb them that way with transporters. And also, I'm glad that the AI did that one because I just remembered, oh yeah, I was going to get carriers with interceptors and warp dissipators as our flagships and for this fleet, and I forgot to. So let's go ahead and get 1 or 2 of those built while we start making headway toward the Trilarians, because you can use those as reinforcements. Okay, so that's already Tundra. That's good. Let's get we need more Bad Santas. We need some escorts. All right. Okay, so we got plenty of stuff there. Send them over. Interesting. Let's see how that shook out. Trilarians are too scared to engage right now, but as soon as they reinforce, they will. So yeah, I think as soon as our fleet is there and we can jump in, we'll try to take on the Trilarians. Here's an interesting thing. Here's an interesting meta game thing. These ships in particular are very old. They've been there for a while. Whatever upgrades the Trilarians have, they won't have them. But they're counting against their command points. Once these ships are gone, they'll build new ones that will be upgraded. So basically, one thing that you can do for higher levels of play is if you can let the AI kind of get a lot of cruft and wait, basically not attack them immediately, and let them retreat and stuff like that, and then eventually smash them when you're ready to take on their homeworld. That's kind of an exploit, kind of not, because the AI doesn't understand how to refit, but it is a thing you can do. Okay. Bad Stand, I just queued that one up. Oh, so close. So close I can taste it on the Robo-Miners. That's something I was going to buy, too, but it wasn't any of those things. Let's do send him there. Yeah, not bad. Do I really need the Starbase already? Carcosa 2 will go from barren to desert to arid. No, I need defenses. I'm going to need defenses. Especially on my... Yeah, when I'm ready to attack, I'm going to rush missile bases on Laie and Carcosa. And that one's refitted. Alright. What do we have here already? Just transports. Spicing at Sakura. More battleships, more battleships. Alright. Yeah, this is kind of what I was hoping for. I knew it was a calculated risk to hold off on attacking for so long. But my reason being is that there were a couple techs we knew we could get, especially with the Robo-Miners trick. Now, Zortrium armor fell in our laps, Atmospheric Renewer kind of, I wasn't counting. If there was so many AIs being uncreative, I wasn't counting on any of them actually getting it. And you can't really count on that. Because for that tier, the AI loves to get pulse-on missiles. It's kind of rare to see, the Atmospheric Renewer there. Alright, that one's good at Tundra. We'll do Atmosphere. We're going to do... This is Matar. Matar is safe right now, so we'll do Battle Station for the command points. I'm thinking for now. Okay, Santa Sleighs. They're good on Santa Sleighs. Let's see, that one is rich. High gravity. So let's do... I think that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one to get our cruisers built at, I think. If only it wasn't for that 50% gravity penalty. I mean, look how much we're losing on a production for that. Alright. Nice. This is going to go all the way. And we refit. That one just did get refit. Alright. Let's go ahead and get ion pulse cannons. I think we've got 3 Jingle All the Ways. And that should be all we need to make sure whatever we shoot at will be disabled. So let's also get some... I think I've got 2 Bad Santas being built. Let's get another Christmas Carol. And because the mass drivers are going to be the bulk of our shield piercing and actually doing our direct damage. Most of the aliens we can safely board. The Sakura are a huge risk because they have the same ground tech we do. And there was a bug at some point where Subterranean applied to space battles, which is pretty great. Just imagine the Sakura knowledge of hiding in caves. Well, yeah, that's not so unreasonable, I guess. So those are Tundra now. Okay. How are we doing on housing? Okay. I think I'm going to rush build Robo-Miner plants at our housing pods, because production makes them go even faster. All right. Over to Coldan. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pass one more turn. Here we go. We got everything in that tier, which is good, because that tier is really good. We wanted everything in that research tier. Cloning centers would also be good. And we already have terraforming, so we'll be able to skip that tier completely. But that being said, I really want to get either Supercomputer or the other one, Rangemaster.